My name's Catriona Starpins, and I'm welcoming you into my studio in Melbourne, Australia here today. And together we are going to make a love locket pendant. So let's have a look at what materials we'll need to make this. Okay, so first items you'll need are some lacy stiff stuff. I quite like to use lacy stiff stuff in my bead embroidery, but I also do like to use stiffened felt as well. So we'll talk about that shortly. This is also the iron-on transfer template that I have printed onto some t-shirt transfer paper, and we are going to iron that onto the lacy stiff stuff so that it just gives us a template to be able to bead around. I have a tube of E6000 glue. I quite like to buy the small tubes, but lots of the small tubes. I find it dries out in the big tubes too quickly, and I waste a lot. So I'd rather chew through the smaller tubes and know that the glue is all ready to go all the time. I have a 2-hole cabochon bead here, which these are flat on the back and rounded on the front. And they measure about 7 millimeters across. So you could substitute a different black bead for this if you wanted to. And I have a 2-hole Cheops bead here, which is parpaka bead. And so they've got 2 holes in them as well. I have a D-ring. Now these are traditionally sold in haberdashery shops. They are used for like handbags or belts or dog collars even. And this is a 38 millimeter diameter one, so that measures across here. And then this is a piece of black stiffened felt that I've just bought from our local craft and haberdashery store here in Australia at Spotlight. And so I've bought that, and we'll use some scraps of that in the project later as well. So you'll need more than just this piece that I've got here in the photo. As for beads, I have some packets here. So this is a 10-gram packet of size 15 seed beads in gold. This is the Toho gold, so that's PF 557. I have a gram of the transparent tea berry, that's a Mayuki bead. I have some opaque black Mayuki, size 15s. These are all size 15 seed beads that I'm showing you here. This is an opaque white, size 15 Mayuki. I have some matte light red AB. It has that real nice rainbow finish on it. These are a size 15, and that's a Mayuki. I have another Mayuki here. This is an opaque red luster. I have some transparent dark red. Again, that's another Mayuki one. I have some silver lined fuchsia. Again, we're looking at Mayuki bead there. I have some size 11 cylinder beads. These are a Delica by Mayuki, and I've got 2.5 grams here, and these are matte black. And lucky last, I have some size 11 matte black beads. There's about 2 grams here, and these will be when we do our edging around here on the locket. Okay, so we're going to make a start by first concentrating on transferring our little iron-on template onto our stiff stuff. So we'll come back in a moment and do that together. Okay, so when I am ironing my t-shirt transfer onto my lacy stiff stuff, I like quite a low controlled temperature that's not too hot. And I have this fabulous little heat tool here made by Cricut, and it has 3 different heat settings on the front here. So you can turn it on here, and the amount of times you press it, it lights up. So I just put it on either the lowest or the second lowest setting when I'm pressing this. Good thing about this is it gives a nice even heat, and there's no steam involved in this, so I won't get any bubbly t-shirt transfer. So that's why I really like using this. I also have a little tabletop ironing board that I have made, and I made this using it's like a little trolley insert that goes on my craft trolley that you can wheel around, so you can turn that into an iron. So it's got these little things that fit inside the top of the craft trolley, and in there I've put some heat protective material and then some cotton over the top in some cute little sewing fabric. So that's actually what I'm going to press with today under the camera. So we'll have a look now and do that. So I'm just heating up my little Cricut mini heat press. It has this little rest that the hot plate can sit in so that you don't burn your table. And to turn it on, I'm going to press this button here, and you can see the little lights come on. Once that light is green, it means it's ready to go. So we'll just wait for that to be ready. Okay, so my little Cricut machine has just done a little ding to tell me that it's heated up. And what I have here is my piece of lacy stiff stuff, and I have my template. So this is the color that I want to transfer onto this. So I need to put that face down onto here. And then I'm also going to put a thermal sheet just between the heat press and this. It's a Teflon non-stick sheet, and that just means that any sticky residue from anything that is going to melt, if it does melt, doesn't melt onto my little Cricut heat press. So I'll get that to cover it up. Okay, so just cover that up with my little Teflon there, just make sure that that's sitting there like that. And now I am just going to bring my heat over the top of that. And I'm not applying any pressure, I'm just putting the heat on at this stage. Okay, so once this is all pressed and done, we can turn this little guy off. Just hold the button in and it will shut off. And just got to be careful of that for a while it cools down. And here is my piece that has been pressed, and I need to wait until that's cooled down now. So we'll come back when that's cooled down. Okay, so now we are ready to peel the t-shirt paper off the backing, and you need to wait till this has completely cooled, but you can see there, I'm just gently tearing that back, and the image has transferred across onto the stiff stuff. So this just gives us a good indication of the size of our heart and where we want all our different features to be. So this is a great start.